and snow. It's your morning marijuana motivation time. I'm your host with the mostest, Marky Saint. This is Saint's Addiction. And every morning I get up and I'm blessed to live my life. And this morning I went from Brazil to the snow. I don't know if you guys can see these snow flurries, but your boy Saint recovering from trauma, always talking about mental health, especially men's mental health. They don't want to talk about it a lot, and we need to talk about it so we don't become angry men, we don't become abusive men, and we have men with empathy and healing inside of them. So it's your morning marijuana motivation time. I'm Mark Saint. This is the show, and I got this whole house for $16. Then we're gonna get a show, and I'll show you the house. Cue the intro. All right, blessed. So when I'm looking for healing, big old column. This is crazy. This is almost like print an hour. Holler at your boy. Gnome is here too. But yeah, I came here last night, and homeboy just left the whole house for me. I couldn't believe it. But check this house out from the 60s, from the 40s to the 60s. It's pretty cool, but I got this whole house, this whole family experience to myself. And I thought, what an interesting way to live. This is the old part of the house. You can see it's got modern places. I did not go into the basement. It was a little too creepy for me, just being honest. But yeah, here's the kitchen, all modern. And as I go through this, I'll just talk to you. Let's see if I got the balls to go down in here, the back entrance in here. Ooh, there's a whole nother room down here. Holy shit. Man, there's so much space out there for all of us. You know, if you don't have it, you might as well find it with someone. Here's a punching bag. No shit, I could have worked out with this morning. Oh, whole fucking room in here. There's so much space for us out in the world, you know? If you're brave enough to get out there and see where you belong in that space. There's a whole kitchen down here. Oh my God, they're refurbishing everything. How cool is that? Yeah, I got this whole house to myself. I don't want to go too deep in here because your boy gets scared of old shit. But yeah, I got this whole house for 16 so I could get my shit together. And last night, right before I fell asleep, someone came and knocked on the door. Anybody home? Scared that shit half out of me. There's a whole nother room back here too. Geez, oh, that's a garage. And someone came home from being drunk, and someone had to buy them a spot. Check out the 60s edition right here. This thing's crazy. It's got the skylight, the old brick or rock from the 60s, even the spiral staircase all the way up to an additional room. It's a trip, right? $16 and my own bathroom. More things. Huge bathroom. What the fuck? There's more? But wait, there's more? Oh my God, there's a whole nother spot in here. Wow. Wow, I didn't even check out this whole house. What a fucking trip. So as I live and breathe, I learned that there's plenty of space for us all. There's plenty of abundance. You know, when we go out into this world, looking at all the abundance, big old patios, wide open spaces, even snow flurries. We have to find a spot that we belong in, you know? And that's not always easy for us in this world where, you might feel lost. We could talk about that, where you feel abandoned, or maybe you've been adopted, or maybe you're a victim of unwanted abortion. I get lost. I'd love to say that I love my life all the time, but unfortunately it's been kicking my ass and taking my name, and I had to figure out a way to heal, right? I wanted to heal, look at this color, from trauma. I wanted to heal from, this is such a trip, and this is where I slept last night, cool ass spot, from my trauma. Ready this morning, but here's my spot, Mexican pizza. This is where I slept last night, had the mountains, and able to talk to myself and have a conversation, honest conversations with ourselves, so we don't end up doing things dishonestly. And feel for this poor girl. It's like I was there, my friends drunk at the bar, hurt inside, and I remember my friend distinctly saying, "Are you okay?" And therefore it came out sideways. And we talk about this all the time. Before you're yelling at people, before you're crying, before you're broken yourself, before you wreck yourself. It's so imperative for us to get our minds right. I stopped arguing with my ex. I wish I could have been more supportive at the time, but all we can do is do ourselves now. It's so tricky for our minds to want to relive everything that's wrong and make it, let me turn this out, make it a real, just stuck on the negative, stuck on what happened. I feel like I got in a car wreck, but the wreck only happened once, but I relive it. Before we can process our sadness into anger, we need to establish that we do have feelings and that it's okay to feel, it's okay to have emotions and process them. I'm going out into the snow so I can be alone, really hone in who I am and what I want my life after tragedy. Nothing like settling down and finding the energy, the reason why the W you're doing what you're doing, finding those goals. So it keeps me distracted from living in my mind and living in my soul, which I love living in my soul, but right now my soul hurts. My soul hurts. And a lot of people don't want to talk about it because it'll bum them out. And I talk about it openly so people have someone to talk to. It's so tough for us to live with inside of ourselves. So my friends helped me out. I helped them out with a family tragedy come together. They gave me this to protect myself, and I'm doing it, protecting myself. I even got pulled over last night, and the guy gave me a written ticket. Thank the Lord. Up and become a human turtle. No, when I'm talking about protecting my chance to brain to think alone, sitting in bed, manifesting or meditating or being just in my bed, I go boldly. I wouldn't have got this house if I never left. This is $16 house all to myself, just so I can be alone with my thoughts, just so I can be alone and talk on the road. I call it road therapy or travel therapy, but let's call travel therapy because I travel for the therapy so I can feel better. They call it catch flights and feelings, but I always look for a healthy alternative to what's happening to me. So did I just experience tragedy? Absolutely. I could cry right now, but at least I cry. No, I never had a shot to cry. Men's health, they give us any of that. They're like, just bury it down. The next thing you know, you're getting a DUI. I'm trying to get you before you do that. Exactly what happened to me. I would have processed it so differently. I would have sought immediate stimulus. I would have sought immediately reprieve and release what I was feeling, and then I would have made it worse. And that's something my anger did. It made it worse, and something that my sadness is to learn that it's okay to process. Okay, it's okay for all of us to have something wrong in our lives. They make it sound like we're just supposed to be robots and just into this stuff that happens to us, but there's a lot of tragedy out there, not alone. I've had a lot of friends that had unplanned abortions. I've had a lot of friends that have lost children, and a lot of friends that want children. And it's a deep subject, but everybody wants you to just keep going on, keep posting on the ground and pretending like life's okay. When you lose someone, it hits you. You realize life is short and finite. And in the moments that we're at our weakest is the moments that we need to be the most alive. It's so important to live life now and living in our head and living in the past, but to say, what can I do now to make myself feel better? What can I do now that's destructive? It can help me to live. And that's why I'm getting in this car and getting 12 hours of road therapy, travel therapy, like I said, on my stars doing Marquis addiction, my logo. I'm addicted to my life. I'm addicted to surviving, and I'm addicted to staying blessed. So I'm going to stay blessed. My heart from the worship boy Marquis Saints Addiction. And as always, we'll see you on the other side as soon as you like, subscribe. Peace.